Father Simeon looked troubled.
Hmm.
The gallery looked out over Paris.
Actually, that's a good-looking scenery.
I could never tire of that view.
Like, we're some sort of up on a mountain. Oh, is Paris located on a mountain or something? Like, is this scenery possible in Paris? Being, like, up high? Like this in series of mountains? I don't know. Or at least a hill?
I could never tire.
I don't know. Never had the thought of actually going to France. Ever. Or to any country in Europe.
It was clearly old, but still in good condition.
Maybe when I get old. You know, older. than I am. I'm already old.
It was clearly old, but still in good condition. Nice price tag.
Oh, that is gonna be repeated. Lane.
It was the first time I'd had the displeasure of meeting Lane.
Displeasure.
I had a feeling he was going to cause problems. I had a feeling.
Alright, let's start talking to Simeon.
Excuse me, Father.
Father Simeon, my child.
Are you okay, Father?
It's a terrible shock, but yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Could I ask you some questions about the crime?
What kind of questions?
I'm a reporter for La Liberté.
I suppose it cannot hurt. Please ask away.
Is this gun looking a little bit green? Looks, it's like a squirt gun. Can we offer him some gum?
This is my press card. As I said, I work for La Liberté.
Good. Be sure to warn your readers that this painting is evil.
The painting is evil. The stain?
What do you think about that stain?
Is that blood?
Damn, he thinks it's blood?
I think it's just sauce. I wonder if there's a mop anywhere.
We are facing death and divine retribution. This is no time for tidying up.
Father Simeon wasn't making much sense.
Was he not? It's, yeah, it definitely makes sense. Not to worry about tidying things up in this time. Especially when someone's collecting evidence. Let's talk about him.
Why did you come to the gallery today, Father?
Why would a priest be hanging around here? You know, with a lot of asses hanging out.
God brought me here. I saw the poster for the exhibition. I had to come.
Of course. God was talking to him, just like George Bush.
What do you mean?
I knew there was great evil in La Maledictio. It was my duty to confront it.
By doing what?
The painter was El Serp, the Serpent, don't you see?
The Serpent, huh? The game's title is The Serpent's Curse.
Evil? So, what were you planning on doing here today?
Did he curse, this painting?
I wanted to bear witness to anything that the devil would conjure.
Well, I think it was a no-show, Father.
Really? A man is dead, Miss Collard. I'd say his work here today is done.
That wasn't going to help my story.
What about the squirt gun?
Did you see anything that might help identify the killer?
The devil takes many forms, child. I didn't get a good enough look, I'm afraid.
Anything would help.
I am sorry, my dear. My mind was elsewhere.
Huh. Interesting.
What do you know about Henri?
An innocent victim, insofar as any of us are innocent.
What does that mean?
If he was peddling such blasphemous works as the Serpent painting, then who knows what other sins he was hiding.
I mean, he definitely wasn't hiding these naked chicks.
Father Simeon was making me feel guilty. Priests always did that to me.
I mean, at least he wears something, I don't know, modest, at least to the standard for where you live. I think, I don't know, people might prefer that you don't show a lot of leg, even with the leggings like that.
What can you tell me about the painting?
Grotesque and evil.
Actually, it looked nice.
How can a painting be evil?
By killing all who come into contact with it.
Huh.
Does that mean we're next?
Laugh not at the devil's play, Miss Collard.
Thank you for your time, Father.
So whoever stole the Maledictio actually died? I mean,
The priest had nothing useful to offer.
I mean, of course it's going to be hiding a secret, some sort of a treasure or something, or some sort of a power. Probably this is something that we're gonna find out soon enough. All right, I guess. Let's talk to Lane. Or no. Let's talk to Simeon again. Maybe he's gonna have more
Father.
options.
Yes, my child.
So, did you travel far to visit the exhibition?
No journey is too long when there is evil at the end of it.
That didn't answer the question, but all right. Want some gum?
This is my press card. As I said, I work for La Liberté.
Good. Be sure to warn your readers that this painting is evil.
Repeated dialogue? Yeah, pretty much repeated dialogue.
So you really didn't see anything distinctive about the killer?
No, my dear. I was more concerned with the poor soul who lost his life.
Do you know anything else about Henri?
Only that we should pray for his soul.
Guess that means that he has never met him before.
So why do you think the painting is evil?
There are some things it is best you do not know, my child.
Huh. So he knows something about the painting.
Do you know anything about the painter Serpent?
He was a purveyor of blasphemy, a servant of the Antichrist.
Huh.
How can you know that?
It is clear from his work.
Father Simeon was making a lot of assumptions. Thank you for your time, Father.
As most religious men, I
The
guess.
priest didn't appear to know anything.
More info?
Father,
Yes, my...
so did you travel far to visit the exhibition?
No journey is too long when there is evil at the end of it.
So all of this is gonna be repeated,
So you
huh?
really didn't see...
No, my dear.
Yeah, I guess, yeah,
Thank
all
you
of that
for
is gonna be repeated. Dialogue, sadly. Oh yeah, let's talk to Lane then.
Are you Hector Lane, the art critic?
Enchanté, madame. And which of the angels are you?
God damn.
I'm Nico Collar, a reporter.
Ah, a fallen angel then, my favorite sort.
He worships the devil too? Want some gum?
Here's my press card.
And there was I thinking you were too young and beautiful to be a reporter.
I wonder how old these guys are. It's been a long journey for them. This is the first installment, so wonder how older they are. What year is it? I think the game has been vague about that.
What can you tell me about the painting that was taken?
It was called La Malediccio, an unknown work that only recently surfaced.
Who was the artist?
A mysterious figure known only as El Serp. Some say he was a student of Picasso.
Is that so?
He was good, but not great, and his true identity remains unknown.
About the thief?
What can you tell me about the theft?
Oh, it was truly awful. What do you want to know?
The sabotage, I guess.
Did you know that the alarm had been sabotaged?
No. How dreadful.
Is that so?
I suppose that's why the alarm isn't ringing.
Tell me about the shooting, monsieur.
Well, it all happened so fast.
Take your time. What did you see?
I can't be sure. Perhaps I could answer your questions over dinner.
God damn. This guy moves fast.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I'm on a tight deadline. Did you see the thief?
I would have tackled him, but he was too quick for me.
Didn't you just got knocked out? Yeah, stupid liar.
Father Simeon says that the painting is evil.
The priest is a lunatic. La Malediccio is a painting, and a painting cannot be evil.
Damn, even with the naked chicks?
What can you tell me about Henri's involvement with the gallery?
Dear Henri, a shining diamond in the ordure that is the modern art business.
Ordure? I thought that's ordure.
He owned the gallery. What will we do without him?
Open another gallery? No? Alright.
Have you spoken to Georges?
The American?
Yes.
He promised to clear up any misunderstandings the police might have about my presence here.
I don't think we promised that.
Thanks for your help, Monsieur Lane. I wasn't going to get anything useful from Lane.
I don't think we promised him anything. Let's talk to him again.
Monsieur Lane,
My dear.
did I show you my press card?
You did, my dear.
Anything else you can tell me about the painting?
It wasn't particularly valuable compared to some of the other works on display.
Could you tell me more about the theft?
If you insist. The whole thing was too ghastly.
Again? I don't think he's gonna say anything else.
Do you have any idea who might have tampered with the alarm?
None at all, I'm afraid.
So you didn't see anything that might help identify the murderer?
I'm afraid not.
Hmm.
So I guess you'll miss Henri.
There is already an Henri-shaped hole in my heart, madame.
Alright.
So, you think the priest is acting strangely?
With a toupee? Shaped in your heart? With the toupee and all? At all? Or without the toupee?
He's a priest. Need I say more?
Wow.
So, you and Georges have been getting along.
No, I wouldn't say that, my dear.
Thanks for your help, Monsieur Lane. Lane had nothing to offer.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, I guess our next step is to actually try and inform Inspector Navet about the quote-unquote bloodstain over here. But not before we actually get to try and get more information from him. Maybe he is gonna have something useful that might actually help us in the long run. Alrighty. Let's see what Navet has to say.
Inspector Navet, do you have a moment?
Probably not. No, he does.
My time is of the essence. Be quick now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna point to the bloodstain right away. I'm gonna try and see if he got anything interesting. With chewing gum.
This chewing gum?
Not the card? You're not gonna show him the card? You're gonna give him the chewing gum? Ugh.
Madame, I do not take bribes.
Well. Bubblegums? Bribing him in bubblegums?
I suppose this is quite a complex case, Inspector.
Inspector!
It is a robbery gone bad. Nothing more, nothing less.
Surely there's a bit more to it than that.
Please abstain from baseless conjecture, madame.
I mean, he's a shorty, by the way. Look, even Nico is all taller than him.
The victim's body paints a simple picture, more reliable than any witness statement.
I'm not sure about that, but whatever.
Consider the impact of the bullet, and note the concomitant lack of blood. A casual homicide, nothing more.
Well, I guess he still didn't see that ketchup stain or tomato. La
Don't you
malediccio.
find it odd that the thief chose that one particular painting?
Life is full of odd things, madame. Fingerless gloves, white dog poo-poo,
What?
hazel hair.
White dog poo-poo?
I prefer to concern myself with murder.
Is that real? Is that something that can happen to dogs? I'm not a dog owner, viewers, so I don't know.
Did you see the alarm was sabotaged?
I have interrogated the crime scene, madame. I am fully aware of the disabled security.
Not sure about that, really.
I prefer biological evidence to the merely circumstantial. Body parts, blood, important things.
Don't you think the disabled alarm is highly suspicious, though?
The forensic team will be along shortly. Voice your concerns to them.
As forensics. What does that has to do with forensics, though?
Do not bother me with this circumstantial fliff-flaff.
This guy is an idiot, yeah.
Why don't you check out the security camera footage?
Madame, that is not my area of expertise.
What?
It is the body which concerns me.
But the CCTV footage is evidence. It could help identify the killer.
Correction, madame. It is but an indicator. The only true evidence is bodily fluid.
Yeah, that's pretty much a hint, by the way, viewers. Like, we have to recreate something that makes him interesting, and he is not interested in anything else other than, you know, anything related to the dead body here.
Unless you know something I don't, then please leave me be.
The only evidence Inspector Nave seemed to appreciate involved gore. What do you think about the American, Georges?
He did it.
He is deeply suspicious.
That's it? That's it? All right.
Thanks, Inspector. I'll let you know if I remember anything else.
Now let's talk to him again, just to try and see if we can get any interesting
Inspector.
dialogue. Takes some time before he actually transitions into talking animation. Gum?
What flavor do you think this gum is?
What flavor?
I do not care.
Well, it's pink, so probably, I don't know, strawberry?
Do you really think this is a cut and dried case?
En effet, cut, dried, sealed, and delivered.
En affaire. What does that mean?
Do you know anything about La Malediccio?
It is a painting. It was stolen. Point?
He doesn't care, I guess.
Are you certain you don't want to investigate the alarm?
Unless you can show me new evidence, then please leave me to my work.
So you don't think the CCTV footage is useful?
I prefer a more visceral approach to the crime scene.
Yeah, this guy's an idiot. And I thought Mu was an idiot, but no.
So you think Georges is a suspect?
As I said, I am not often wrong about such things, but I have already said too much.
Damn, he's suspecting George, huh? Alright, let's show him the tomato sauce.
Have you seen the stain on the floor over there? It looks like blood.
Indeed. How very curious.
Oh, I skipped that. Sorry about that, viewers. It is strange. Why would they skip that? Because
Interesting. Maybe it is time to employ the machine.
Machine?
Okay, Georges, that should distract him for a while.
Yeah, I set the game to not go into the other line until I actually press something. But sometimes it just ignores that completely.
Nice work, Nico. I'll let you know what I find in the office.
He's not gonna hear all of that? Alright.
I was sure the inspector hadn't seen me slip away.
Alright, so we're inside, viewers.
But I needed to be quick, because it wouldn't take him long.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take my time inspecting things here. The CCTV, that's probably gonna be the most important thing here. So I'm gonna leave it for later. Pressed flowers.
The frame containing pressed flowers. The frame containing pressed flowers.
Well, I guess people still do that.
The door led back to the gallery. The door led back.
Can I use the
I
door?
knew it'd be wrong to leave the room without checking it thoroughly.
Alright. The guitar?
I didn't imagine Henri as a musician. Henri sure liked his clutter.
Oh, yeah. You got a hookah, too? Got a goddamn hookah? God damn. Is a fan of the shisha? Shisha.
If Henri was a guitarist, then I'd underestimated him.
Maybe a lot of people just buy these guitars just to impress. You know, for show. Ooh, George can play one. No, that is impressive.
If Henri was a guitarist, then I'd underestimate. If Henri was
You can only do it once. Oh, that's a shame.
a pair of evil eyes stared from a partially covered poster.
Can I move it?
A pair of evil eyes stared from a partially covered poster.
Partially covered poster. I don't see it. I don't see it. I really don't see it. The clock.
It was a pretty flamboyant-looking clock. It was a pretty flamboyant...
1975 in rainbows.
The poster advertised the 1975 Stockholm Music Festival,
Stockholm.
headlined by a group called the Hairy Lobsters.
Ugh. I don't want to eat that.
The poster advertised the 19...
Hairy lobsters. Ugh. What about the pipe
It was a
here?
hookah pipe. Those things gave me a headache. Henri sure had his quirks.
I don't smoke, by the way, viewers. I don't smoke. I used to go to these hookah clubs, and usually this is where we used to gather, like be social with a few friends, and I actually never enjoyed like hanging around there. Like it always like all that smoke gives me a stomach ache afterwards, and you smell like shit.
The pipe was pretty cool. The pipe was pretty cool.
Wastebasket.
There was a crumpled letter in the wastebasket. There was a crumpled...
Let's go ahead and take that, I guess.
In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company demanding immediate payment.
Uh-oh. He doesn't have money? Well, that's apparent. Oh, I just noticed that portrait. Goddamn.
It listed extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores.
Whoa. A girlfriend?
The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris.
So we got an address. We might actually need to search there.
I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived.
Won't that put us in trouble? Because now the police have our fingerprints in here.
There was a crumpled letter in the wastebasket. There was a crumpled letter in...
Telephone.
The telephone was an antique rotary model. The handset looked greasy.
Ugh.
The phone was vintage.
Why is it greasy if it's vintage?
The phone was vintage.
Well, at least it's not in good shape. Just because it's in vintage, not necessarily indicating that it's actually in a good shape.
The calendar looked like a child's school project. Henri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday.
27th of May. 2708 is probably going to be a password.
Poor guy hadn't quite made it to his big day. Henri had ringed 27th. Henri had ringed 20.
Lava lamp.
It was hard to tell if the lava lamp was retro or just plain old. The trinkets, the junk, the instruments. Henri was kind of a hippie at heart.
A French hippie to boot, huh? Ugh. That sounds racist. Have a nice day.
It was a cheesy lava lamp.
Nah, I think lava lamps look cool. Notice board.
Henri's notice board was covered with all kinds of junk.
Anything interesting?
It didn't look like there was anything important on the board.
Hmm.
It didn't look like there was anything important on the board.
A model boss?
Henri had a model of a VW camper van painted in hippie colors.
Camper van.
The engine capacity was displayed on the back, 1600 cc. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income.
But why does he have financial trouble?
A 1600 cc Type 2 VW camper, painted in hippie colors.
Is that gotta be interesting? What else? We can check the desk.
The desk was covered in junk.
What's inside? Oh, we're gonna inspect the whole thing, huh? La Liberté. This is where Nicole works.
It was the paper that Nico wrote for. Nico lived for the day her story would be on the front cover. It was the paper that...
A roll of tape.
It was a reel of fragile tape. The tape was probably used for packing art.
Packing or packaging?
The tape was probably used for... I didn't want to carry the tape around. I had a feeling I wasn't going to need it.
Huh. You got a feeling that you're not gonna need it, but why there's an option to pick it up?
The reel of tape was no use to me. The reel of tape was... The tape was probably...
Weird. What about the eraser?
It was an Erasertron. I loved those.
Erasertron?
Those things could really bounce. Those things... I didn't feel the need to take Henri's eraser.
Why do we even have it as an option then?
The eraser was fine where it was.
Maybe we're gonna be able to pick it up later.
The eraser was...
A switch?
The switch controlled the small desk lamp. There was nothing special about the lamp switch. There was nothing special.
And we cannot interact with it though.
There was nothing special.
Mm.
It was liquid ink. I had no idea they still sold this stuff.
I think people still sell ink.
It was liquid ink.
Why is he that surprised?
Carrying an ink pot around inside my pocket would have been stupid.
Said the guy that was carrying a pizza in his jacket.
The ink would have stained my hands for days. Carrying an ink pot around inside my pocket would have been stupid.
Hypocrite.
It was a corroded lighter.
Oh, that yeah, it is very corroded. Vintage?
It was a corroded lighter. The lighter was corroded and grimy. It'd probably never work again. I decided to leave it. Henri's lighter was in a bad state. I decided to leave it. Henri's lighter was... I decided...
Okay.
It was a decorative pen, probably a gift to Henri. The pen was ornate and probably expensive.
I remember buying one of my old teachers, like a fancy pen, like years later. He's old. Actually, he kind of had he had a like years ago he had a heart attack, and I remember like I'm in, like, I have some sort of a connection with some of my old teachers, by the way. Like, I still had their phones in like national holidays and whatnot. I give them a call in like yearly and just chat. And I remember one of my teachers, I actually like gave him like a present, like an expensive pen. He loved it. And I was glad that he actually loved it.
The pen was ornate and probably expensive. The pen was ornate and...
It is sad that people don't respect teachers. Not a lot of people respect teachers, especially students themselves. Like being a high school teacher, it's an agony, especially if you're... It depends definitely on the school that you're gonna teach in, but most likely you're gonna have a hard time and like almost zero respect. Not only that, like teachers, I think the teachers are underpaid. They're really
The
underpaid.
pen could have been useful. Then again, it might have leaked all over my pocket.
Well, except if these teachers live in Finland. I heard that in Finland, teachers are one of the most highest paying jobs there in Finland. I respect that. I respect that.
The pen was fine where it was.
As they should, in my opinion.
The business card listed the gallery's details.
I'm not gonna pick one up.
It was a business card for the gallery.
We're probably gonna need one.
I didn't need a business card.
Come on.
The card was of no use to me. The card was of no use to me.
Not even a attack?
There was a box of thumbtacks on the desk. It was a selection of small thumbtacks. It was a selection of... I didn't like the idea of a pocket full of sharp pins.
Just take one.
I had a feeling the pins weren't going to be any use. I had a feeling the pin...
Yeah, we're probably not gonna be able to pick any of that. The disc drawer. No, we might actually find something interesting inside here.
It was a standard drawer. The drawer was nothing special. The drawer was nothing special.
There's a folder.
There was a document folder in the drawer. There was a document folder in the drawer. There was nothing else in the drawer.
Oh, what does the hairy lobsters?
The document folder had a hairy lobsters sticker on it. I had no idea what was inside. The document folder had a...
Let's open
The
it.
folder looked interesting. This was very definitely tampering with evidence.
No shit, Sherlock.
It was the security installation note from the company that Henri had used.
Interesting.
It was the security installation note from the company that... It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vera Security.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't the guys we'd recommended.
Oh, so the well, I guess it's part of the insurance contract that they would not even recommend. They just tell you outright you have to work. You have to let a certain company do that work, and that's how they get you. By the way, these insurance company. When they sign a contract, they force you to work with certain people, and these people benefit from each other. Okay, they're gonna overpay you, but of course the insurance itself is an overpayment, but and squeezing a lot of money out of business owners. But yeah, sometimes since it is a requirement. To get some sort of a permit, These insurance companies will force you to do, you know, to work on certain things, work and make certain outlets or certain, you know, especially in this example here, a certain company that they would know to let them work, you know, the security and whatnot.
Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit. Huh. I'd never heard of Vera Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form.
Oh, I guess we're gonna get that. Huh? We got a phone number. Vera Security completion note.
The completion note from Vera Security. There was an address.
And a phone number. Can we talk? Can we call them?
The completion note from... There was... I had no reason to search the desk again.
Oh, so that's it? That's it for the desk? We're not gonna inspect it again?
I had no reason to search the desk again.
Huh. So what's the point of actually, like, giving me the option to actually pick up the pins and the tacks and all of that shit without letting me to pick them up anyways? That's weird. Alrighty, viewers. Almost 3 hours in the playthrough, and we still haven't left the area. I don't know what you can... that's like something good or bad about the game, or probably the playthrough overall. But I do take my time, by the way, viewers, in these kind of playthroughs. But something tells me that's actually... it's not a problem of my pacing. I think that it's a problem of the game's own pacing. Anywho, let's check out this guy's dick.
It was a statue of Henri bearing almost everything.
That's him? That's how he think he looks?
A strategically placed fig leaf protected his modesty.
This sentence is absolutely amazing. Man, I missed a quality Broken Sword game. Oh, I love the cast of this game. George is an absolute legend.
It was a statue of Henri. The statue was jaunty.
Jaunty.
Up close and personal, I could see that the fig leaf was hinged.
What does that mean?
It was a statue of Henri.
What does that mean? Oh, the fig leaf? Is he hiding something, behind that leaf? No dick?
The fig leaf had a small hinge on it. It looked like it could be lifted.
Imagine if it's just gonna be... it's just gonna be a dick.
Thankfully, there was no one around to see me do this.
What?
Very interesting.
No dick? No dick?
It was a hinged fig leaf hiding a button that revealed a safe.
No dick. Can I
The
press it
secret
again?
compartment was open. There was no need to manhandle Henri any further. The secret compartment was open.
Now, I gotta be honest. Then I didn't expect that. Right? Let's check it.
It was
What's
a
inside?
looking safe.
Let's check what's inside.
Safes. Why am I always having to break into safes?
Is that a Seinfeld segment? What's the deal with safes? Secret safes hidden under someone's... hidden in a secret and unlocked in a statue. Where the button is replaced... has replaced the dick. Not a good impression of Seinfeld, huh? What? It got closed?
It was a hinge.
I didn't close it.
Compartment again.
I didn't close it. That was weird. Oh, there's the keyhole. And we don't have a key.
I wasn't going to open the safe without the key. I was fairly sure that even Henri wouldn't be silly enough to keep it hidden in the office.
Are you sure about that?
I wasn't going to open the safe without the key. I wasn't going to open the safe without the key.
We're talking about the same guy that had a button to a secret safe hidden in the most obvious place. I gotta be honest with you, viewers. I'm 100% sure that if there's a statue of a naked person, regardless if it's a lady or a man, people most likely are gonna have to check the genitals, the genitalia area.
The woman in the picture looked vaguely familiar.
Is that so?
The woman in the picture looked.
It's really hot today, viewers. Yeah, it is summer. Well, technically. We're in summer. Not the hottest days of summer, but it's definitely hot. Is that a window? Or it definitely looks like a portrait than a window, I gotta be honest. No depth of perception here. This is something that people can do. And how the hell is this window open, by the way? Because it was closed. If you look at it from outside,
The street was quiet.
it definitely didn't look like that, if I remember correctly. Sofa.
The sofa had clearly taken some punishment over the years.
What does that mean?
It was a battered sofa.
It looks okay.
It was a battered sofa.
Or unless that implies that he was living here for ages now. Mm-hmm.
It was a battered sofa. A naked lady stared at me seductively. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income.
If you have a disposable income, you burn it on portraits of women, of naked women, rather than actual women. I thought the other way around.
A naked lady stared at me seductively. A naked lady stared at me seductively.
Maybe he doesn't have game. Have a nice day. Look, man, if you're rich, trust me, if you're rich, I think you can do it, regardless of how you look.
It looked like Henri had saved the best booze for the back room.
He really didn't save it because these are empty.
This stuff was way better than the junk Henri was serving in the gallery. This stuff was way...
That's
This stuff was way better.
So, the game is suggesting that the key to the safe that happened to lock itself again is not in this room. Interesting. There's one place that we haven't checked yet, viewers, which is the
It was an
CCTV
antiquated
footage.
CCTV system. It was an antiquated...
Let's check it out.
The CCTV system was ancient. It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording.
Uh-oh. Well, what is the passcode? Is it gonna be the address?
The completion note from Vera's security. There was an address.
I forgot the his birthday as well. Maybe
There was an...
if I
That would be pointless.
take it like this, no. Let's actually check this one out. Oh, it's like this CRTV is battered. Holy hell. Previous frame, next frame, keypad, a weird looking dog, sausages, Scribbletor. That's weird.
It was a small keypad.